Hey, welcome back to the Virginia Midland HO layout. I know I haven't done a video in a while, but you know how life is. It likes to get in the way, but just been busy, busy, busy. Been nice to have a week off this week. Get some things done around the house, get a couple things done on the layout. I'll talk more about that in a minute. Crazy week. It's just nice to sleep in a little bit and get some things done. Had a show up at Timonium this past weekend, and it was a good show. It was probably of the four that they do up there during the year. The April show is usually the least attended because of the weather, but that is expected. It is the April show, but still, we had a lot of people, and still, you'll still find some deals. So I've told you all about train shows. Train shows are my favorite. I really do. It's nice being on the staff, and that's one of the bigger ones in the Mid-Atlantic. I found a few things as usual. It's nice to be on the staff there to get there early and sometimes find better deals. And but one of them I didn't find. I found right at the last day of the show. So, anyways, so what have I been doing this week? First thing I just found out, I had a guy come out earlier in the week. Air conditioning's gone downstairs, so it's about mid-80s today. So it's a little warm in the house. So if I'm sweating or wiping my brow, please forgive me. I do have a fan on over there. That's what you hear in the background. Little fan that I usually use in here anyways. But anyways, so I got a new air conditioner coming in, put it at next Thursday, so I got to take another day off of work. So that's great. It usually goes in the middle of summer, but house is 15 years old. It's the only one we've had, so that's just how it goes. But anyways, what have I done this week? Done a few things in here. Trying to just tie some loose ends up. My main task this week was to get pretty much everything done out in the helix area. I'll show you a video. It's I think a week or two ago. It'll come up after this section. But been chasing my tail out there. What does that mean? Had a short out there. All right, I pretty much left the helix intact, and I finally figured what it out. I have ripped out turnouts. I just thought they were non-DCC turnouts, and just chased my tail. I was like, what the heck is going on here? I didn't do any wiring or anything else. Come to figure it out, when it goes out this way, goes around the helix down to the bottom, it would come out along here. Okay, I wouldn't say reverse. Well, that's a key word here is reverse. Reverse the trackage had to come out there. Would never know it, but that's a reversing loop. So my train would come out, short out. Couldn't figure out what the heck. So I had to go in and finally, I tried to put a reversing loop around. I've got a Tam Valley dual frog juicer. If you've never heard of those things are pretty awesome. They power frogs on your turnouts. And if you have a dual one, it actually can be used as an auto reverser. So I try to auto reverse and use it on the whole helix area. So I separated, and it for some reason wouldn't work. So I put it in a smaller section, which is just a new passing siding out there. Put it in, finally figured it out yesterday. I was like, yes, I was high-fiving myself. And finally figured it out. So I've been out there tidying up and cleaning my garage out because that place just looked like something blew up in it. Very just crap just piled up, and slowly got that cleaned up and worked on the track. So the track and passing siding and everything, I'm getting ready to hook up. You can see right here, I'm getting ready to hook up my tortoise out there. So I'm going to have both of them on one switch. So when I throw it, it's either line for the siding or line for the main. So that is a major, major, major relief. But I'll talk more about that here in a little bit and show you things. Couple things I did pick up at the show. Something I wanted to get. You could say I'm an alcoholic. Finally got one of the Bowser C430s. I just always thought, I just really love number one, I love the red on it. So it's going to probably stay red. 100% sure. Just patch it for Virginia Midland. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the sides or just leave it like that. But I picked that up. 80 freaking bucks. I thought it was brand new. It was used, a little bit of tire treads, but still 80 bucks for that. Not bad at all. Alright, besides that loco, I picked up a couple other things. A crap load of maintenance of way, or MOW, little cars. A lot of them I got to put together, but you can see, I don't know, put it down there like that, but this one's already put together. I think it's a custom finishing. I don't know exactly, it was something to do, I don't know exactly what the thing is called. I don't know my maintenance away stuff, so some of you guys might know that. That's already put together. I believe this is a spiker, if I do guess. So I will try to do it in an MOW scene. Got a couple speeders in here. It's missing a wheel. Got a crane. It's in some parts here, but just some neat little finds. So if you get, you do a train show, even if it's a local firehouse show or something like that, sometimes you got to get in there and just look, and it always pays to get there early, because once somebody goes and through it, they might get all the good stuff, and you are left with nothing at all. Sometimes you drive an hour and not even buy anything. But anyways, one of my other things for train shows, if you see something that's a good deal, buy it. Especially if it's a really, really, really good deal. I've let things pass so many times. A couple years ago at the same Timonium show, I saw was a 5-car Aether and the A-line. I don't know if it was an A-line. Spine cars. Those things go for over $100. $40, and I passed on it, and I came back probably 30 minutes later, gone. And the other, last year I missed a little critter. Bachman makes the, what is it, the 45 tonner? And I missed, it was $39, and I missed that. I was like, oh, so third time is the charm. I try not to miss anything, especially things that are that good a deal. You can't really pass up. So, anyways, let's get out to the garage and show you what the heck went on, and some more explanation. So hold on. You up to date on my progress here for the work out here by the helix. Not a whole lot of time has been spent. I did a lot of work, and then I've been just kind of busy with some odds and ends and stuff like that. Life sometimes just gets in the way of your fun and games sometimes. But plus my mom and stepdad are moving, so I've been helping with that. So it's been a lot of different things going on. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go over what exactly I'm doing out here. You can probably see some of my work right here. I was going to put in a switch here where I can have this is kind of the passing siding going out to the lower level coming from the helix. You can kind of see the helix over there on the other side. Pardon my dog, he's a little thirsty here in the garage today. He's over there slapping some water, so you couldn't have timed that any better. Isn't that right, Duke? Just looking at this, going down here to the door, you can kind of see I've got that bag here. It's just my little insulation I need to make the way. So that is the entrance to, I'll move us forward here a little bit so you can see. Kind of goes right on down. You can kind of see how that goes right into the layout room there and the double track. And the double track continues around, and I'll show you that here in a second. Sorry about my hands there. So, what exactly am I doing here? Let me turn this camera over here just a little bit here. What exactly am I doing here? Kind of putting a double track. So I was going to put the switch here, decided to put it around over there. If you can kind of see over that way, where I can put the turnout there. I had the turnout in place. But as I was going to test out the track and run some trains through here, kept getting a short. Found out that turnout that I put in, that I've put in my layout before, but I need to definitely put some tape around it or mark it or just throw it in the garbage. It is not DCC ready. So, of course, I'm in here thinking, okay, I didn't do any wiring or anything like that. So good enough wire and power going to the helix, and it goes right to this track. And I got some feeders over there. I don't have any feeders in this area, but eventually will. And I just couldn't figure it out, so I cut one wire from the helix and stuff like that. So that was one of those things I couldn't put my finger on it. But then I was thinking, I put that turnout in. That's the only one I put in. It's got to be it, and it was it. So I got to replace that. But I'll talk about that. So I'm gonna grab the camera real quick. As you can see, there's my other door over there. All right. This will actually, if you really want an easy thing, this track will go in, loop around the layout, lower level, and come back to here. All right, that's what we will finish up at. So what I'm going to do is just put some spurs and stuff in here over on this side with this track here, and that'll be my staging. So I was going to connect these two tracks. Still haven't decided, but we'll decide that. I will decide that here later on. So here's a view. So let's let me change angels. Let me change angles here, and we'll get a little bit better view of what's going on. All right. All right, here we're out in the warm garage this afternoon. You can see my door that goes into the layout room, and this is from the upper level, pardon that track. That's on a staging level there. You can see my other track. This is my original coming from the helix. This will come in, and if you can kind of follow along, of course, these cars anyway. I probably got to shorten that switch up, but what happens, that will branch off, and it will be two staging tracks down there. As you can see, I finally got my other turnout in. Probably need to put a couple extra screws in here, a couple spots, probably need it. But pretty much, here's my reversing siding that I had to put the auto reverser in there, because if you think about it, it's like a big balloon track with a helix there. So, anyways, I will finish up here in just a second, so stay tuned. All right, back in from that warmer garage. It's a little bit warmer than my house here, but it's not that bad. Just don't move a whole lot. So I did find one problem with my new part that I added, my removable bridge here. It's actually right here under the camera. I think with this being the outer wall right here, kind of moves a little bit in the wintertime. In the summertime, of course, it's warmed up. Barely fits in there, so I've got to do some. I did a little bit of trimming earlier, so I got to probably do a little bit more trimming. So that doesn't make me too happy with that. Might have to build two different bridges, one for wintertime, one for summertime. So I will mess with that. That kind of really teased me off, because I did all that work, figured that out, and figured that first one loop out, and now boom, this doesn't fit in here. So hopefully I will do some few things here to try to finish. I got a couple tricks up my sleeve here to try to make sure this thing fits back in here. But anyways, no big deal. Just another hold up. So all right, if you haven't subbed, please sub. I'm over 1,000 subscribers now. I can't believe that. It's just hard to believe 1,000 people take time out of their busy day to watch the stuff I put on here. But I guess somebody likes it. So if you got any questions, please comment. Concerns, just want to know how to do something, please ask away. And I'm pretty good about getting back and checking comments and everything like that. So until next time, this is the spring break edition of the HO Midland. I'm sorry, the HO Virginia Midland layout. So you guys take it easy and enjoy this summer weather, this spring weather. Take it easy.